Hello guys, it's Ar1se here, back with a sick Magnus educational video on my YouTube. Another TI Magnus game. After nothing to say, which was a win, now it comes a loss. I was watching Gaming Gladiators versus EG, and I was a bit disappointed by EG.C.SMILE on Magnus because it's my favorite hero, and I hate to see this hero struggle and lose. So let's see what happens in this game, guys. So he's laning against the Necro. They also have Void, Dazzle, A, and Tiny. I mean, it's quite annoying to play Magnus against these heroes, for example. This is a very good level 1 skewer skill usage, by the way. Very good pressure the Necro, and I think they actually kill him here. This was like super good start for Magnus. Was a very good play from EG.C.SMILE, recognizing that Necro is getting out of position, and I think he just skilled skewer exactly when he saw that Necro is like misstepping there. What happens next is something that I actually don't like under any shape or form. Is that so they got the first blood, right? And then he decides to go boots first item, like instead of bottle or anything like that, because I think he was counting on the fact that he might just get on top of Necro really fast and just skewer him in tower, but that's actually not gonna work. Like, how many times is gonna work against a player like CCNC, right? Like, win. So this is a pretty big mistake, because at some point he's getting literally through out of the lane. He cannot actually sustain. He should have bought a bottle 100%, bottle into magic wand, and then get a raindrop or something, so he can tank like some coils with the raindrops and just farm. But other than that, from now on, he's just gonna farm only with the shockwave. Like, he forced a TP from this guy mid to just to salve him. Like, this is so bad in terms of, like, I don't know, the game is how the game is gonna develop. Like, there's no way you do this. No way you buy. The only reason you buy boots again on Magnus is, I don't know, if you play against a Monkey King or you wanna try to outplay him in the beginning with some surprise shockwave skewer, or you buy it against some Razor or stuff like that. Like, there is no other reason that you buy boots against the Necro. Like, look, he's just failing combos after combo, even with the boots. It's like, imagine if he had a wand now in the bottle, he would have had a lot of wand charges, and then he would have sustained more. He can also buy a raindrop, you know. Now he's just getting completely, like, even though the creeps is not a big difference for now, but in terms of like pressure, he's just getting, you know, like super pressured by the harass. And now he bought a bottle, which is okay. He kind of salvages him a bit, but still, like, I was expecting him to play way better this matchup. Now he bought the raindrops, but I think it's a bit too late. He's super low HP. He has to do the walk of shame, I think, back to base, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what he does. And he bought tangos. Like, he's wasting net worth on, like, you know, useless items. And now he gets jumped here by Tiny. This is like pretty sad to play as Magnus, getting killed there, and he's losing tower health as well. This was like not very. He's also forcing his teammates have to TP mid, you know, which is not good for the other lanes. So here again, he refuses to just buy some stats items like wand, bracer, you know, or wraith band or anything like that. He gets zoned out here, and I don't understand what he's doing here. He should have TP'd mid, and maybe, I mean, the thing is, the Radiant, they already have both of supports securing the mid lane in terms of runes, and I think he didn't expect the Void to be there, which he should have, because Tidehunter probably he told him like that the Void is missing. And now he's just gonna die here for basically nothing. This was like not so good. When you play Magnus like this and you're feeding and you're losing tower, like, this hero is not very good at, I don't know how to say, he doesn't come back that easily in terms of like farm, you know. I mean, yes, you can farm with Empower, but you don't want to lose your tempo, and you don't want to lose map against a hero like Necro, which just takes over the mid lane, as you guys can see. super chaotic early game. They actually get the lucky RP here on the Necro, overextending, and they use Ravage as well. And now the PA is also here, where he gets the Empower. I get the strategy, like the PA Magnus strategy, it's always gonna be pretty good in terms of like making the PA hero work and function. And later on, he can recover like with farm and stuff like that, which actually did have a really good game on Paka's PA. Despite the way the game was going, he actually had like a 30-minute battle fury, if I'm not mistaken, because of stacks and Empower. So he went first item Echo Saber, which, to be fair, if he went Blink first, I don't know what he could have done, because when I look at his lineup, it doesn't really have like some really good synergy heroes, and here he gets dumpstered by like enemy heroes. He doesn't see anyone and just decides to farm the lane like that. So I don't know if Blink was good, because he doesn't really have any hero who can partner with and do a gang or something like that. But I swear to God, on the mid lane against that Necro, even a Meteor Hammer, actually, first item, would have been way better than this. Now they're just praying that the game is getting delayed more and more, and then the PA is gonna recover, which, I mean, the PA is having a good game, but that's not gonna be enough when you have, like, basically no farm on Magnus, and like, it's pretty hard. It doesn't really have any impact. So they finished the Blink on Magnus, and now they're looking for a fight. I think they were smoked or something. And this is something that you don't want to do when you play Magnus, unless you know for sure that you have enough follow-up in terms of disable and silence or something like that. We skewered the Tiny, and then Tiny just avalanche there, so basically he didn't do anything to the Tiny, just threw away his position, you know. And now they're trying to fight. The Ravage is useless. Here they're trying to kill the Tiny. Like, the play there that you have to do is you either Blink RP this Tiny, or you make sure that you're like on the same page and you try to burst him. But the thing is, like, the Tiny got a 2-man avalanche, and then he had to run away. Like, they had no follow-up on this here. So you either RP him and you just kill him, or you don't. Here he learns his lesson. He was very lucky actually to get the Tiny as well, because I don't understand what he wanted to RP the Dazzle, but somehow he got the Tiny as well. So this was like a pretty good fight for EG. This is kind of how you want to fight, you know. You want to just use your RP and just, you don't have like a Sky Mage or AA or stuff like that, so you can skewer someone, then he gets silenced and slowed and then ulted by Sky. You don't need to waste RP, you know. You have to commit here in this game. His lineup doesn't afford him to make too many plays with Blink Skewer. Here they kill the boy with the Ravage, you know. Gets a really cool skewer into RP. Unfortunately, the Tiny blinks away, but it's already late. Dazzle already popped Grave, but he was not even in danger to die. PA has no BKB. He couldn't fight against this Necro. He got demolished, you know. Just this shows you how far they were behind, you know, and then how much they were relying on like a proper RP into BKB PA right-clicking heroes, you know, because they lost mid lane so hard, and like they had to play from behind all the time. This was a pretty good fight in the beginning, you know. Also went Shadow Blade, so they killed the Dazzle there. They RP the Necro with Nullifier, and then suddenly he actually doesn't press his BKB. He gets stunned by Tiny into Reaper. He died so quickly. And now they're almost losing every single hero. This didn't end up how they wanted, even though it looked pretty good in the beginning. They call GG. I mean, it's very sad to see them lose, but I think it was, their draft was maybe not so great. But other than that, I think the way he played in lane and the way he itemized, I don't think it was the right way. You should have, like I said, especially when they first blooded, when they killed the Necro mid, and then he gets a proper advantage. You need to buy bottle there instantly, man. Into Magic Wand, into Bracer, whatever. You buy a Raindrop, you know. You get tank. You can even buy a, I don't know, a Belt of Giant Strength afterwards. Just sit there. Even if they kill you, they need to use so many resources, you know. but instead he bought boots. He was like I don't know, he was just struggling so much. Somehow they still had their moments because they were really good players, right? The PA also under so much pressure, he actually played really good for a carry, but unfortunately it was not enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't enjoy seeing Magnus lose, but it is what it is. So thank you guys for watching, and press like and sub, and leave me a comment about what you guys think about this game. Take care.